Today we're chucking boulders and fighting Jurassic style.
Welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. My name is Zander Meadows.
And I'm Will Meadows, and today we are checking out Jurassic Feud from Vesuvius Media. This is on Kickstarter now. It's from designer Kristen Foch, and it features the art of Damian Mamalidi. This is a two-player, real-time, I guess it's turn-based action game where players are going to be attempting to knock each other's castles down. We've got a prototype copy to check out, so let's take a look at how it's played.
To set up the game, you give each person their blocks, their boulders, their people, and their dinosaur.
Give each player their game mat, and then everyone can begin setting up their castle.
Players have to place their figures either on top of blocks or within one space of a block.
Once everyone's castles are set up, they'll then take turns hurling boulders at each other's castles.
Players can shoot from either side of the castle, but can't be more than 2 spaces away when they shoot.
If a player is knocked over, it gets removed from the mat, along with any blocks that are entirely knocked off the mat.
Players keep shooting back and forth until there's no figures left.
And the other player wins the Jurassic Feud. Now, we had the opportunity a couple years back to play Catapult Feud, which is also from Vesuvius Media. In that game, it's the same basic idea. You're using catapults to launch boulders at each other's castles. Do you remember playing that one?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember making the video about it?
Yeah, I think I do.
They did a fantastic job with that on Kickstarter. It's been reprinted and sold, and I think I even heard there's maybe a cartoon coming, which is cool. We'll have to check that one out. But the makers are now bringing Jurassic Feud, which is a whole standalone game that plays all by itself, but it can be put together with Catapult Feud so that you could have mega castles. We should have busted that out and built giant castles. We'll have to do that. But in this game, you are using dinosaur launchers. Now, we also got the chance to preview Jurassic Feud Pangea, which is part of the same Kickstarter. It's going to feature some additional components, which we'll talk about in just a second. But before we even get there, which dinosaur launcher did you like better?
The normal dinosaur launcher, it can shoot higher and shoots in the air. It can maybe jump over a wall, but this one is more for straight shots that you're trying just to hit someone over with.
In the Jurassic Feud Pangea box, we received 2 Triceratops launchers, along with a bunch of greenery that adds a bunch of flair to your castle and gives you a lot of additional choices when building your structure.
Pangea also features 2 game mats.
These neoprene mats hold both dinosaurs plus your entire castle.
If you have both sets, you can choose which dinosaur you want to fire.
And that's going to give you a lot more strategy in the game too, because when you're just using the launcher, as Zander mentioned, you do get that arc, and so you've kind of got to hone in your accuracy, but sometimes you're literally just trying to knock over that one dude that's left in the front, and so that Triceratops launcher is pretty slick. It gives you that option to do that as well. I
love being able to make my castle and choosing between 2 dinosaurs to shoot at the other person's castle.
Yeah, you got a lot of freedom in there. You were just telling me a minute ago about the how heavy duty you felt everything was.
Mm-hmm. Everything is really strong and it's firm, and it's not it's gonna break instantly. So.
And the game does come with additional rubber bands that you can load on, and you were able to figure that out no problem.
Yeah, it was really easy.
Yeah, it's easy to put together. Everything is very solid construction. Now, obviously, we are looking at prototype components as well, but if it's anything like the original Feud game, then the component quality is going to be no problem. I don't know what they make the boulders out of in this game, but they're pretty slick. The outside is a soft rubbery feel, but it's obviously weighted. They launch well. We played it on an 8-foot table, which was kind of perfect. They were just the right distance. You could play it on the floor, which would be pretty slick as well. And yeah, half of the fun in the game, as you were saying just a little bit, is setting up your castle. All the trying to fortify your guys, trying to follow the rules so that you're not breaking any of the requirements. If you enjoy that type of game, definitely check it out on Kickstarter right now. I also think the Kickstarter is going to feature some advanced variants. I think I was reading that there's a deck of cards that you get as well, and you can choose to play one on your turn, and it gives you special powers. So it sounds like there's some additional strategy options in there. If you have the original Catapult Feud game, you're definitely going to want to add this so you've got additional launching options, and I think you can even play a big 4-player game, which is pretty slick.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, we'll have to look forward to checking that one out as well. If it looks like the type of thing you would enjoy, check it out on Kickstarter now. And then as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, following along, liking our videos here at Tantrum House.
To set up the game, give each person their block, their people, and the boulders. Why can't I talk?
The good thing is you don't have to look at the camera.
Everything is not breakable, and it's super easy to put on other rubber bands if you break it.
Try it again.
Can I say this? Everything is super heavy.
Look at the camera and do it, and then tell me if you can.
Like, each person has to place one of their players on a block or with 1 feet of a block.
Oh, stupid. All right.
Ooh, it's terrible at this.
I felt like I crushed you last time, but I don't know what happened. One shot off.